welcome to the second episode of the Rage Quit podcast with Tricky and Rich. Rich, how you doing?
Hello. I am very good, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We made another episode, episode two. Can't believe it. Episode one did pretty good for our first one. I'm pretty proud of what we managed to get out there, which is good.
Yeah, no. Feedback from it is like decent, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
really good.
yeah. We've got some great feedback. So thank you everyone for the feedback. Absolutely love it. Sort of spurred us on to pull our finger out and get another episode out there. And Rich, we've gone international, mate. We're international.
Have we?
I've been checking the stats. Yeah, America, Australia, Israel, Japan, mate. I walked into
Hey, we have
work.
to get like there was subtitles down the bottom of the screen, didn't we, for like different languages and stuff.
Well, we
For
might need that anyway, just for the Brits, to be honest with you. But
well,
yeah,
yeah.
we've gone international. When I found that out, I went into work like Meryl Streep off of old Devil Wears Prada, strut in there,
Dancing like
throw
Christopher Walken through the lobby.
yeah, threw me bag to one side, cool Omani, I'm ready to go. Pack me bags. Yeah, so we've gone international. Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. So good day. You know, got a,
G'day, mate.
yeah. How you doing? I can't believe it, but yeah, done really well, guys. Our listeners out there, thank you so much. It's great. Really chuffed with the first episode. Share it, like it, comment, do all that stuff that people say to do because it's all great. Absolutely love it.
Yeah,
We
it all
also
helps, doesn't it? Like if you love the video, then just pop a little comment in under the YouTube as well, and like on something like that as well. Just let us know you love it, and
yeah.
all feedback is good, man.
No, it's amazing. It genuinely is amazing. We got a shout out on Ian from the Gaming Generations podcast gave us a shout out on their episode. So, thank you very much for that.
Nice.
Yeah, love it. And I got to say a little, I should have done it on the first episode, but I was so excited that we were getting an episode out. I didn't say thank you to Hayden at the Pop Culture Gamers um, because without him helping out and showing me the ropes and teaching me editing, getting a podcast out there, what I've got to do, we would not have a show right now. So I want to say a very special thank you to Hayden. Guys, if you haven't listened to the Pop Culture Gamers podcast, go give it a listen, go give it a watch. Check their YouTube out because there's extra content out there that they put out that's not just their podcast. He's they get a lot of tech and stuff like that, and he loves reviewing all his stuff. And I just go out there and give them a subscribe, give them a listen because they're a massive help with getting us started. So I wanted to say that because I forgot on the first one. I felt really guilty because just excited. So I wanted to give him a shout out as well as a little thank you. But right, Rich.
It was a lot going on though, wasn't it, the first episode? So like obviously, like you said, trying to just get the first episode out there. It's a
Mate,
lot of
it was
you're gonna forget a
excitement.
few things. So
It was
yeah,
excitement. So I thought I'd give him a shout out now. And
for sure.
yeah, right. What have you been up to this week then?
Um, really boring week actually. I feel quite flat. I haven't actually done loads. Like obviously, at the beginning of the week, I because we were gaming on Monday together, weren't we?
We were, yeah. I had the
Um,
day off.
and then I got the call to say that my PC needed to go over to the builder for the GPU, and that was a lot of fun.
Well, it wasn't the
What I
GPU,
thought,
was it? It was everything but the GPU. He
well,
done.
no, he needed the GPU from it.
Ah, right, to put into the new one.
Yeah. So what I thought would be like an hour trip turned into 2 days without a PC. Um,
You were messaging. I know you were
but
fuming. You were messaging me, but
yeah. So that was Monday, Tuesday, no gaming or anything for me.
I mean, I would
Wednesday
say
night.
you have got a PlayStation. I will just remind you of that. And I know you've got a stack of an embarrassing stack of games that.
I've got one or two.
Yeah, I reckon about 50.
I know I got more than that.
Is it more? Well, exactly.
Last time I counted, I had something like 82 PS4 games. I've got about it's between 30 and 40 PS5 games.
And these are all physical copies, aren't they? It's
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
issues, mate.
Granted, some of them I've got like FIFA 19, 20, 21, 22,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
23, like
But
stuff like that. And
but you have got games you haven't played as well, haven't you?
yes.
Yeah. In
I
in
am right. For example, right, I was actually going through my gaming cupboard the other week, just looking to see what games I had in there, and like like when you're flicking through like Game Pass and stuff like that, and I think, oh, Assassin's Creed Mirage. I never actually played that. I'll have to give that a go sometime. I was going through my gaming cupboard, and there's a copy of it in there, still in
Mm,
cellophane, PS5.
yeah, mate. Have you got
Brilliant.
Ghost of Tsushima?
New.
No. Oh, that's. I mean, I don't want you to add to your pile of shame, but that's a it's a
That
doozy.
game I brought the other week when that said on the last podcast, that's just gone into the cupboard into the cellophane with the rest of them now.
Mm, okay. Right, back
So
to what have you been up to then? Apart from bitching about your PC, how's your week?
Wednesday I had a hospital appointment, and that was a lot of they were typical hospital running an hour and a half over. So
Yeah.
it was supposed to be a 7:10 appointment after work turned into a getting home at like 9:30. So didn't really do much that night. Thursday, what did I do Thursday? I don't know what I did Thursday. I think I was just doing some bits for work, and then Friday I had a few games of Fortnite, but I had work next day, and then last night I had a few games of Fortnite, and yeah, not a lot
Not a lot.
to be
Okay.
honest.
Well, I've been. What have I been up to? Lots of trips to the cinema. I'm making the most of that pass. We'll get onto movies and stuff later, but yeah, lots of trips to the cinema. A bit of gaming. You and me played, obviously.
Yes,
We played 9-bit armies, which
amazing.
did
Yep.
you like it? I thought you.
Do you know what? I think I said last time, didn't I? I'm a massive fan of like the Command and Conquer games, and I don't know if you ever played it. There's a game called Teardown, which is very pixelated. It's like a
Yeah,
physics. Love that game.
I
I
think
don't know why. I think it's just
I
the
played that
sort of
game. I played that when you were tattooing me.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you brought your gaming laptop in and said give that a go because you
Do
could
you know, last time I did that, last
comics.
time I took my gaming laptop into work, my customer recreated 9/11 on Teardown.
Fucking hell.
Um, it took him a good few hours, but it was actually all right result actually. Um,
A good result. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, well, it's as good as can be. But yeah, no, I love it. Like I love the style of is it 9-bit? You say, or is it 8-bit?
It's 9-bit, but they call it that because it's a sequel to 8-bit armies.
Oh, okay. So, but yeah, no, I love the style of it, like and the whole Command and Conquer thing. And that game we played on Monday, I think it was a bloody good game.
Yeah,
Like,
do you know it was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So we played against each other for the first game, didn't we? And that was
yep,
it was okay, but the real
I got annihilated.
challenge, the real challenge was when we co-opt against. So it was us two versus two AI on normal mode. The AI was computer enemies, and they were battering us for a long time. And that match that went on for an hour. Just that one game,
Yeah,
didn't it? It took
I think
absolutely.
we clutched victory from defeat in that game.
Oh, big time, big time. We were. I mean, we had to get the win on that one. We had to sell all of our buildings, and if they'd have destroyed our last few people,
It
it
got
would
to
have
the
been.
point, didn't it? They took over like mining things. They took over slightly more mining things than we did, so they were getting a bit more money in.
Yeah,
And eventually, we ran out of money because there was no more places to mine. And then it got to the point they were battering us, and everything we built up was just getting destroyed. Um, then eventually, they ran out of money, and all they had left was boats, wasn't
but the difference was they weren't selling their buildings,
it? No.
and that's what
So
got us
yeah,
the
I
win.
found out we could sell buildings. So I sold everything apart from the main building and one power thing and the helicopter thing, and that was it, wasn't it? Just making a couple of helicopters at a time,
Yeah, no, it was good. It
sending them
was
over.
satisfying win that. But 9-bit armies, it's probably about I don't know. I think it's about 15 quid on Steam.
Yeah, so
And
it's a weird one actually. It's £16, I think, if you buy it. But if
okay.
you buy it with the soundtrack, it's £15.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
Yeah, weird one there.
yeah,
But I think if anyone that wants a nostalgia trip and they loved Command and Conquer back in the day, 9-Bit Armies is a brilliant little game. It's got a campaign on it. It will be challenging. I mean, you could set it to easy mode if you want, but putting it on normal it will test you. Just a great little game. And yeah, I'd suggested to you get it because I think we can play 2 player. And
Yep.
yeah, I don't think I was wrong there, was I? I think
No,
good
it's a good
game.
one.
Well, we're
It's quite a
definitely
good day actually because I didn't realize you were gaming during the day, and I just sort of happened to go on there and I saw that you were streaming on Twitch. So I was like, oh, I didn't realize you were off. So
yeah.
yeah, it was a good day of gaming in until the PC went.
No, yeah, it was good. It was. We'll definitely be doing more of that for sure. Especially now that you're set up again. We'll probably play more 9-Bit Armies to be honest with you. And also, we played only on a trial. We got the trial each, the friend pass each, but we played It Takes Two, which I mean, listeners who've known me for a little bit will know I absolutely love It Takes Two. It was my game of the year, easy, but by a country mile the year it came out. Um, what did you think, Rich? You've only now. Our caveat: we've only played the first level because we had it on a trial. But what did you think from?
I really enjoyed it. It was easy to get into, um, easy to control, stuff like that. Yeah, no, it's really good. It's just obviously a few bits you got to work out what you're doing, but I think you get quite coordinated. Well, you can get quite coordinated quite quickly on it, can't you?
Yeah,
So
it is all about teamwork and being coordinated. And the thing that you haven't found out just yet. Every level is completely different, and it's so good. Every
it'll
level
be a bit
is
boring if you're doing the same level every time, isn't
no, 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 exactly. But there are
it?
different, different. You have different abilities for each level. Each level's completely themed differently. Good variety of bosses, and it does get chat. Some of the bosses are pretty difficult, to be honest with you.
That first level one took a little while to do, didn't it?
The vacuum,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it did take a few goes. Now this is from Phase Light. Now they are renowned for doing co-op games. They did. Have you ever played A Way Out?
I is that the prison one?
It is the prison one, yeah.
Yes, I started playing it with one of my friends, and I don't know, like it was a good idea,
Mm,
but there's a because with obviously with It Takes Two, you're both doing stuff at the same time. Whereas I found with A Way Out, it's sort of you could be sat there whilst someone's doing something, and
yeah,
then they'll be sat there whilst you're doing it, and
yeah.
yeah, I get very bored when I'm sat around waiting.
Now they perfected it with It Takes Two. It really,
Yeah,
It Takes Two, massive step up, which has got me really excited for
Split Fiction.
Split Fiction coming out March 6th. Now I'm
Yeah,
saying I'm highly recommending you and me play that.
yeah, I'll definitely be up for that.
Get straight
Definitely
on
up
it.
for trying it.
The only thing I would say is I'm going to want to watch every single cutscene because I'm a child.
If I've not seen it before, then that's fine. I don't mind doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Um,
Um, but no, I did see some gameplay of it on PlayStation
you watched the
video.
PlayStation Direct, did you?
I did.
Oh, that's
Don't
good.
ask me too much about it.
No, no, that's cool. We'll go.
I generally thought it was quite an underwhelming
Yes, we'll go through it.
PlayStation Direct.
We'll go through it in a bit. We will go through it in a bit.
Excuse me.
Um, so yeah, we played a little bit of It Takes Two. I think we'll carry. Are we going to carry on playing that? What are your
Yeah,
thoughts on
yeah,
it?
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. It was just a case of obviously I had the idiot messaging me at the same time as playing it about my PC,
Yeah, I got you.
and yeah,
We'll
yeah,
give
no,
that.
definitely get back into that.
We'll give that a go, and it'll be a good warm up for Split Fiction because I am
Maybe we
very.
could do that. We could do it on Twitch so people can see both angles or both us playing it at the same time.
That's a good shout. Yeah, do something like that. I think that'd be good fun because I am very excited about this. Is a big game of the year contender already for me, and
Yeah,
uh, my only worry is this could only disappoint because my level of anticipation for this game is really high, but I don't think they're going to let us down. I think this is going to be absolutely banging.
Just,
So the guy who
just don't.
gone.
I was to say, just don't build it up too much in your head.
Oh, mate, I'm trying to, but this Phase Light Studios have now hit a level of there are some games developers that have an instant pass for me that the likes of Naughty Dog, um, people like that, where Rockstar, that I could pre-order their games. I don't like to pre-order nowadays because all games are like betas. They come out broken. They're pieces of shit. It really winds me up.
Yeah,
It does aggravate me. But there are some games companies that I am just excited for their games, and I think Phase Light have they've made the list. So
yeah.
I think the lead guy at Phase Light is Joseph Ferris, something like that, and he's like the fucking rock star of of computer game developers. Games development is not rock and roll by the slight. Games is not rock and roll. It's a very nerdy environment. But this guy, he turns up to award shows swearing and going. He gets super excited for his games, and he's super excited for this. I heard a couple of bits while he's been talking about this game, and it has got me hyped up. So I can't wait, and it's not going to be that long now. March 6th, we got to be on it because I just think it's going to be
Yeah, it's not
brilliant.
long at all, is it?
It's not long at all, so
Couple of weeks.
super excited for that. I've really got my eye on that. What else? So what have I been playing? They're the only two you've been playing apart from Fortnite, yeah. Which, no offense, no one wants to hear
Yeah,
you talk about Fortnite. What? Go on to give us the
yeah.
latest on
I've,
Fortnite.
I've, lit- I've literally only had a couple of games each night on Fortnite, like 2 or 3 games. That's it,
Yeah,
just to get just to play something. Like, but like yesterday, I was sat in front of my computer for like half an hour, and I was like, everything was on. Steam was on, Epic was on, Xbox was on, and I'm like, I literally don't know what I want to play.
yeah. Yeah, I have that problem a lot of the time, but again, Split Fiction is all I can really. I'm re- I'm overhyping it. I know I am. I'm gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna be disappointed, but I'm so hyped for it. It's ridiculous.
It
Um,
looks good. All the footage I've seen of it looks really good. So
yeah. So what else have I been playing? I've been playing a lot of Balatro. It's just so good. The most addictive game on Steam. It's absolutely epic. It's just a card game, but it's brilliant. I just bought today. Keep Driving. It's called. Now I saw this. They clipped it on. I don't know if you watch Skill Up on YouTube. He's a
nope.
really good. If you he does great reviews and he does This Week in Gaming, and it's a really good show. It's worth a follow actually on YouTube. Skill Up. I get a lot of my sort of news and stuff from there. It's really great watch. And he said that they've been playing Keep Driving, which is it's an indie game, and I would class it as like a resource management game. You've got fuel, you've got your car health, and then you've got your energy. And then things like a tractor comes up, and you've got to try and pass it. And basically, you get certain skills that will there are these little effects, and if you don't get rid of these effects, it will cause damage to your car, or you'll use up fuel, and you build up skills to be able to take those effects away.
Right.
Um, it was about 15 quid, little indie game, and it was overwhelmingly positive on Steam. So I was like, oh, it's a new.
See, I played a game similar, and it's one of those games that you think, oh, I'll just try it, and I spent hours on this bloody game.
Well, that's what I
Like, it's
think.
called it's, it's called The Long Drive. You ever seen that?
Yeah. Well, that's
But,
I actually looked at that on Steam, thinking that
hmm,
this was the other game, but it wasn't. It's Keep Driving, the thing that Skill Up brought up.
but
So
that's a really sort of like addictive game because you start off with literally a rusty shell bucket,
yeah,
and it's got bad tires on it, bad wheels, and you just literally drive.
mm,
Obviously, you got to find fuel for your car. You can find jerry cans, but they might be mixed, like water and
I got you.
petrol, or like oil and petrol, and you got to keep oil in your car. But as you're going along, like you can come across a garage that's full of junk,
Mm,
and you could go through all that junk, and you could find like a newer wheel than you've got in your car. even down to like you can take the tires off the wheels and swap them all around and stuff like that, and put doors on, like put different wing mirrors on and stuff like that, and
Yeah,
you hit bumps in the road and it will like knock your car apart and
yeah. So I
stuff like
think
that. It's quite good.
this keep driving. It sounds like a very similar. If you like that, you'll probably like this. The graphics aren't. It's an 8-bit style. It's a very indie looking game.
Yeah,
But it's very good, and I think that's going to be a bit of a time sponge for me. I need something to get me off Balatro because it's becoming a problem. I'm just sitting there. I don't even put my headphones on sometimes. I just have it on there, and I'm meant to be doing stuff, and it's like, you're going to get on with that, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm still playing Balatro. It's ridiculous.
but you got it on your phone as well, yeah.
Hmm?
But you got it on your phone as well, haven't you?
No, I haven't, and I've done that on purpose because I don't want my
Yeah.
shits turning into an hour-long escapade.
Give it time. Give it time.
No, I can't do it. I've only got one game on my phone, and that's Football Manager. Um,
We don't
yeah.
talk about that.
Hmm?
We don't talk about that though, because
No, no. Well, we talked about it last week, didn't we? It's been cancelled, and so I'm stuck with an old save for quite a while longer. Um, I've also been playing, and this is another problem of mine, XCOM 2. Have you ever played XCOM 2? It's an old game.
that's the one with the alien on the front cover, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever played it? It's a turn-based strategy shooter thing.
No, I'm not a fan of the turn-based stuff.
And that's fine. It is a very niche market. But I've been playing that again. I think I've got about 140 hours or something on it, something like that. I just keep on playing it over and over again. I love it.
Sounds like you need next week. I've got like you should set yourself an assignment. Like next week, maybe go touch some grass outside and
yeah.
just see what the bright thing in the sky is.
No,
And
well, no, I did that. I did that walk to Ringwood a couple weekends ago, and
that's
that's
you done for a few months, isn't
that's
it?
me done.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, I tell you, if you
Yeah.
when was the last time you walked to Ringwood? That's a walk and a
Why
half.
would I want to walk to Ringwood?
I was saying that as we were doing it, but we did it.
I walk into my local town loads enough.
Yeah, that's round the corner. That's a bit different. Bit different. Um, so what else? What else? Oh, I have given a very short go just as a try. This is a problem when this is a problem I did with the last podcast was there ain't enough time for me to be playing all these games, but I gave a little go to Civilization 7 because that's only just come out. And that
Right.
is it. Have you ever played any of these Civ games?
No, again, I wasn't a fan of the style of it. Like
Yeah.
I prefer like the Command and Conquers and the Age of Empires and stuff, where you've just literally got an area where you're just building up a base. I'm not a fan of like this whole zoomed out on the map and like almost
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
yeah.
And again, it's another one not for everyone, but I did give Civ 7 a go because I was a fan of the last ones, and I think it's good. I haven't played enough of it because Civ is an absolute time sponge. You won't get. I can't give it a proper thought or review unless I do about 30 hours on it because I don't truly know. I need to try a couple of different um, empires with a couple of different leaders, go through the ages, and then give you sort of like, oh, this is what I think of it. One thing that I
I
don't
think
like about it, straight off the bat, is it's only just come out and there's DLC for it coming out in like a month's time. I think
oh really?
that's a total piss take. That means that content was ready to go and they've just cut it out of the game to make some extra money.
Yeah,
It's not like,
yeah.
6 months to a year. Oh, there's some DLC, something extra
That's
we've been working
I
on.
mean a month later, that's not even giving people a chance to get overplayed on what's already there.
It's a bloody patch, is what it is.
Yeah,
It's a paid
yeah, pretty
patch.
much,
So
pretty much.
that has wound me up about it. But it's been streamlined a little bit. Taken some of the confusion out. There are tweaks that need to happen to the UI for some of it. Like you can heal your characters, but it doesn't show that they're healing. So you don't know if like you click heal, but you don't know if they're actually healing because there's no like you'd expect some little medical signs above them or something like that just to
Yeah, even like at Age of Empires and stuff like that, they had like little health bars, didn't they, above the reds?
Yeah,
Like
or
really small little miniature ones.
or show them sort of bandaging themselves or something. Just give some sort of
Mm,
indication that they're healing. So there's a couple of little tweaks they need to do, but it is it's the graphics look great and it's been made in for the point of view of getting it onto consoles. So it's already on
okay.
PlayStation. I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox. Um, and I would not be surprised if this ends up on the Switch too. It's also coming out in VR as well, I saw. So they're going for all the platforms. But, pretty good. I just haven't I've a couple of hours on it at best, and I need about
Yeah,
20 to 30 to really give you a proper this is what it's like.
maybe we should do something like obviously the more we mention about the sort of games we play, like if you, later on, maybe people can like mention or like write in the comments like sort of there's a game they think we might like
Hey,
or something
hey.
like that.
I see what you're
Um,
doing, you bloody tart. I love it. Yeah, do that. Comment. What should we be playing?
yeah, give us a little,
That's-
and we can give our personal opinion on that game.
I mean, I'll probably just say dog shit under pretty much most of them. But yeah, let's do that. Let's
Well, it could be a really quick segment then, couldn't it?
it
Like,
could yeah,
and on this week's game review, shit.
yeah.
And
Or
end of that.
recommendations. Chuck in the comments recommendations because I am desperate. I'm desperate for that game to get me hooked. I think it's going to be Split Fiction, but if there's something out there right now that's sort of like give this a go, it's going to rock your world.
Especially like two
Get
player
it?
games that we can both do together and stuff as well.
Yeah, that would be really good. Yeah, for sure. I think that's a great idea. Guys, get commenting.
Because when we're not doing the podcast, we can stream on Twitch, both us playing it, and people can actually see our sort of like genuine reactions on it and
That's a good shout.
us throwing the controller across the room or something.
Yeah, we will have to get some gaming, some decent gaming sessions in. I just don't know the time. I struggle with the time so much. But we will. We're doing it. It's happening. So, um,
Yep.
yeah, we'll get on that. So let's go on to the PlayStation Direct. That happened last week, and you've already said underwhelming.
Yep.
I do agree, and it just makes me think like the vast majority of the list of games that were announced are all third party, which there's nothing wrong with that. You can get a banger third party game, often happens,
Yep.
but what are PlayStation doing? Because all I seem to be playing at the moment are remasters. Oh, there's another remaster of a game that came out not that long ago. They keep on doing it, and they've taken their eye off of what we're after, and that's new first party games.
Mm.
I was absolutely certain that there'd be Ghost of Yuntai would be shown at this event. Absolutely certain, and it's not. And so Ghost of Yuntai is Yuntai. It's the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, and that was an absolute banger of a game. I can't wait for this next one, but the fact that it's not been shown has got me a bit worried for, well, is that coming out this year? And now I'm like, well, I've got my PlayStation. What am I going to be playing on it this year? Because
Well, can I just add, if you've got nothing to play on your PlayStation, they make really good coasters.
make really good coasters.
If you like run
Oh,
it
it's not. No, it's not
for a
though,
few,
is it? The
run it for a
Xbox is
few couple of days, and then put your cup of coffee on top of it, and it'll keep it warm.
keep it warm, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's all you can't get it flat, can you? Because it's all. You ever got it flat?
No.
No, it's an
Weird
awkward
shape, isn't
shape.
it?
It is a weird shape. It's a total pain in the ass to put under your telly. Um, yeah. So Ghost of Yuntai. I kind of thought it had to be announced because I thought it's got to be summertime. It can't be any later because then the Switch 2's coming out and GTA 6. Are they going to be up against that? And then are they realistically going to want to go up against them? Probably not. So then do they delay it into next year? Sounds like a bloody nightmare to me. Um,
Yeah.
I-
It's all about timing and timing it right between other games that you know are gonna because no one's gonna. If everyone finds out, say for example, they say GTA 6 will be released September October time.
That's it. All September games gone.
That's it. That's done. Yeah, there's no point releasing anything for a couple of weeks after it either because
Yeah,
people are
everyone's
just going to pay. Yeah,
100%. Everyone's going to be on it. Uh, So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there, and I think that's why we're not hearing of that many games the latter end of the year because they're waiting to see what's coming out. Obviously, we got Call of Duty. That's going to be coming out regardless. They got a they got a stay. It will come out regardless, though, and regardless
yeah.
what you think of it, it's
I
going to
think the
be
next game like that now I'm excited for is the new Battlefield.
yes, which
From what I've seen of it, it looks good.
they
But
did show a little bit. It's in beta now, isn't it? People are testing it.
yeah, I think we said about this last time that they're in labs testing, aren't they, at the moment? So
Yeah, yeah. So will that come out this year? I don't know because again, that can't come out the same time as Call of Duty. It'd kill it.
well, they normally do, don't they?
Yeah, but they got to get away from that. They can't. They can't.
It's
They
like
can't. They
the thing
can't get
is, Call of Duty and Battlefield are pretty much like the olden days of FIFA and
Pro
Pro
Evo.
Evo.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
they
used to come
cut.
out at the same time, and it'd be like a
They. I'm not being funny. Battlefield. If Battlefield brought out a banger last time, yeah, maybe they could do it. They are not in the position to be going up against Call of Duty. Call of Duty have actually the last game not bad. In fact, better than not bad. Pretty bloody good. So I
mm,
just don't think it can't stand toe to toe. Look at what happened with Battlefield, Call of Duty, and Titanfall 2 came out at the same time. I can't remember when it was, but when that happened, Titanfall 2, no one played it. Absolutely no. And I'll tell you what, that is the best single player campaign
it
I've
is a good
ever
game, isn't it?
played. It's
Like a really
absolutely
good game.
brilliant. Absolutely amazing game. And it disappeared in. I got a feeling it was Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty, it was a bad time to release your game in
Mm,
that little window. I think it was in between the two of them and it got totally lost. And it's a damn shame because that game was so good. So good.
yeah.
Um so I don't want that to happen to Battlefield. They got to put their ego away and make sure they are nowhere near the release of Call of Duty. They need to stagger it a little bit or get in there first. They want to be clever, get in there first and hope they've got a player base before Call of Duty launches because
The trouble is, it's a very tight margin of getting in there first because even if you're in there like a couple of weeks before the launch of say like Call of Duty, you got to make a game good enough that's going to contend in 2 weeks' time that people aren't going to straight away play Call of Duty and they're going to stick with the game.
the other thing is what I often do with games, I hold on. If there's something I'm keeping an eye on, I will hold off and wait for the thing that I really want to play.
Mm,
With first person shooters, I do tend to buy both. I will buy. Luckily, Call of Duty's on Game Pass anyway, so that'll be played regardless. And Battlefield, I will definitely wait for reviews because the last one was crap.
yeah,
So
I made that mistake of buying it straight away.
wait for reviews. You know, I thought Battlefield, the World War One game, was superb. That was probably absolutely top tier game. That really loved that. But even five was playable. The Pacific World War Two style one was pretty good, but
I don't
that
think I played five.
it was all right. It got slagged off. Did get slagged off quite a lot, but yeah,
I don't think I really played Battlefield since Battlefield 4.
yeah, that was a good one. That was the last good modern one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The multiplayer on that was crazy. The jets and yeah,
What happened to Medal of Honor? That just like disappeared, didn't it?
that well, no, it did come. They brought out some crap Medal of Honor games, and it sort of died a death. And then Battlefield and Call of Duty just
Because that used to be another one that used to come out at the same time as Call of Duty and Battlefield. There's
yeah,
like three of them competing at the same time.
there's just too many. There's too many annual shooters coming out now. They just couldn't compete basically, and
Mm.
it got taken out. Right, back to Ghost of Yuntai. So I'm just worried that they didn't show it. They did not show. They showed in this PlayStation Direct, they showed one first party game at the very end, which is coming out in 2026. A bit worrying that I just don't know what PlayStation doing now. They went all in on games as a service. They said they were going to bring out 20, 30 games as a service. That's what it's all going to be. It's going to be online games as a service. And they've now backtracked on that after oh shit, what was that game? People are going to scream at me now. I really need to have that lit. I need a list in front of me when I'm going to talk. They had one and they shut it down straight off the bat. It was a disaster. They have got another one coming out from the makers of Destiny, and that's Marathon. And again, they didn't show that. I was half expecting to see that to be shown, but they didn't show that either. So I'm a bit worried.
There's one game on there that I saw that looked pretty good, but it was towards the end of it. Like, I'm sure it was like the last third of the video. And by then, I was like, this is really sort of. So I wasn't really paying much attention. I
Can you
can't
just
remember for the life of me what the name of it was called.
what describe it? Describe what did the game look like?
I can't.
It wasn't a guy. It wasn't. It wasn't a guy in a baseball cap on a motorbike chasing zombies around, was it?
No, because that's Days Gone, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Days Gone. I was just checking. I was just
Why do
checking.
they need to remaster that, by the way?
They don't. They do. It's because they haven't got anything else to give us. It's like, oh crap! Look, just remaster that, will you? But yeah, that came
The
out
only,
not that long ago.
literally, the
2019.
only name I can remember from the PlayStation Direct was Borderlands 4. That's because it's easy to remember.
Yeah, well, luckily I've got the list in front of me because I tried to be a little bit prepared. But they showed off Monster Hunter Wilds, which is coming out around the corner. That's
Oh yeah,
February 28th. That's coming out.
yeah,
Shinobi Art of Vigilant. Vigilant. I can't fucking read. Shinobi game, the 2D style indie. It looked quite good actually. That in fairness to it, the Shinobi game. Sonic Racing Crossworlds, which is it's Mario Kart that no one's going to play because Mario Kart's going to come out.
yeah.
Digimon, which yeah, again,
Oh,
no,
do you know what? I saw that and I just thought, is that still going? I forgot about Digimon. Like,
yeah, I know. I'm guessing there's a
there's probably going
market
to be
for
people
it.
across the globe now, like cursing at me, saying like,
Again,
"How dare you?"
yeah, again, underwhelming. Lost Soul aside, can't even remember it now. Looking at this now, Lost Soul aside, another another one that just added to the don't know, like a dragon pirate yakuza in Hawaii looks batshit crazy. I don't know. Have you ever played
Yeah,
the Like a Dragon games?
no, but I remember watching that video and just thinking,
Hey,
there's too much going on the screen at
that,
once.
put it this way,
Like,
uh, that studio after was it Yakuza Like a Dragon? That was the last one. They must have got on the drugs after that and went. I'll tell you what would be a good idea:
oh,
pirates.
what are we going to do with all this money that we've made?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
I,
make a game.
I got one word for you: pirates. And they've gone with it, so that looks mental. Dave the Diver is also getting some DLC chucked on it. Which have you ever played Dave the Diver? That's a great indie game. Really like Dave the Diver. Uh,
That sounds like a video you'd find somewhere else.
yeah, it's about basically you go diving, you collect fish and all kinds of stuff
SOZ.
in yeah in the sea, and then you go. That's one part of the game, and then you get all your stuff, take it back to the surface, and then you've got your own restaurant where you're making fresh sushi, and you got to serve it, and you got to, and it's got vibes of
So
Overcooked.
basically like restaurant owner simulator.
It's very good. This is right. You know that laundrette game?
Arcade one, yeah.
Yeah,
It's called.
Arcade
I can't remember what it's called now.
Paradise, I think.
That's the one.
It's got that. It sounds ridiculous, but actually, when you play it, it's like, oh, this is bloody good. Dave the Diver, great game. I'd recommend that. I do like my indie games. I get wound up with triple A's
The
nowadays.
trouble is with a lot of these games, you'll play it like, and you'll hear these games like that. That sounds really shit to me, right? But like the Arcade Paradise one, I thought, oh, that sounds quite good. Make your own arcade.
Right. Well, hang on.
Two out,
Well,
two
hold up.
out.
Go on.
was gonna say 2 hours after I'd been playing Arcade Paradise, I was like, I haven't actually touched an arcade yet. I've been folding laundry for the last
Yeah,
2 hours. What the fuck am I
exactly.
doing?
Describe me that game. Arcade Paradise, describe it to me. Go on, I don't know nothing about it. Describe it to me.
Laundry simulator.
Right, sounds bollocks.
Basically, you get your dad owns a laundrette.
I got laundry at home.
Um,
What do you do that for? Go on, carry on.
exactly.
Keep on going. Keep on going.
um, you basically you spend a day in the laundrette. You're like cleaning clothes, putting them in baskets, people paying you for it, until eventually, like a couple of days later, you find an arcade machine out the back, and then you open that up and you start using the arcade machine. Until eventually, you can get more arcade machines. And I haven't actually played it anymore, but I'm assuming the premise is you turn the laundrette into an arcade.
Mate, that sounds fucking dreadful. But we both know that's actually a really good game. It's a lot of
Yeah,
fun. David
yeah.
Diver, I'm telling you now, it's a good game. At least watch a YouTube clip of it because it's really good. David Diver,
Okay,
brilliant. Don't do it now.
check it out.
Yeah, not now. Later. David Diver, I recommend. Right after David Diver, we had Splitgate 2 announced. Did you play the first one?
No.
It's imagine Halo multiplayer crossed with Portal.
Oh no! See, now that you like, I literally can't remember. If you asked me to sit here and explain PlayStation Direct, I'd be like, can't remember anything. But now that you're saying certain things, it's reminding me of what I've seen.
That's all right.
But that looks mental.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Looks quite good. Well, I play. Have you played the first one?
no.
So it had loads of server issues. I remember the server issues on it were bloody awful. But of the few games that I did hang around for and play when it first came out, it is very good. You've just got to remember there are portals at every corner, and someone can shoot you at the back. But
You're
yeah,
like not. I remember watching it and I was thinking, you're not safe anywhere. Like you think you're sneaking up on someone. Next
yeah,
thing you know,
you're
there's a
not.
portal behind you.
Yeah,
And
there's
you
exactly that. Whole new levels of chaos. So that's coming out. February 27th. The alpha is coming out, so that means it's going to be buggy as shit, but it will be
yeah.
out. Okay, after that we had. Okay, I'm gonna. We had WWE 2K25. That looked fucking dreadful. Only from the point of view, there was no wrestling. They didn't show any wrestling. They
Oh,
did
they were going on about like
the
the life, weren't
island.
they? Because they had like a
That
little village that you could meet up with 50 other
mate,
players, go buy clothes, go do this. Go, like,
that is a fucking micro transaction. Oh, it made me. I vomited in my mouth a little bit when I saw that. I'm like, that is going to be the worst microtransactions ever. And the fact that they
yeah.
couldn't show you any gameplay would say to me that that is going to be a hot
The thing
piece of
is, the
shit.
gameplay is going to be just like every other flipping 2K
Yeah, I
something,
can't.
whatever you call it.
I played a WWE game in the last. I want to say year, but it might have been a
I've
bit.
got one for the PlayStation 5, believe it or not.
Yeah, so I started playing it and I was like, oh great, okay, let's go on here. I want to be Mankind. He's not in the game. How can you have a wrestling game and not have Mankind on there? And then someone did remind me, Ian, at the Game and Generations podcast. Thank you very much. There's your second shout out. That he retired 20 years ago, and then I was like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
these games still have legends in them, don't
they
they?
do. Stone Cold's still in there.
It's like that Undisputed we played.
Yeah,
Muhammad Ali's in it.
you were about to say Ali G, then, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I was
Fucking
literally
hell.
about to say Ali G. Then I don't know why.
Mate,
But yeah, Muhammad Ali's in it.
if I ever ask for a Muhammad Ali tattoo and you tattoo Ali G on me, I'll go fucking mental.
Mate, you need an Ali G tattoo. That'd be
That's
amazing.
it, yeah.
Oh, mate, your little goatee you got going on, mate. You want to get one of those little skull caps and some sunglasses.
Yeah,
And
no, but I'll look like the guy off of The Office when he dressed up for Halloween. Do you remember him? With
yeah,
the
this is true. Actually,
with the fucking
yeah.
Scotch egg. No, not happening.
Start calling you David Bent.
Yeah. Right, hang on. We're moving swiftly on that one. So after that, Borderlands 4, which is going to be like all the
Gonna be
other
amazing.
Borderlands.
Yep.
Yeah, I would not. I think the only way I'm going to get stuck into that is if we play it co-op because I've done Borderlands a few times, and it is the
I
same
will.
formula every time. but I think
I will more than likely get it, so that's fine.
I think it could be quite
I,
quite good fun doing it that way.
that's proper down. That's down my street. Like even if the game wasn't that great, like the style of it is proper. Like I love that style,
Yeah,
cartoon realism. Like it's yeah,
yeah. Have you ever done a Borderlands tattoo?
probably.
Oh, you can't even remember. Fucking probably. I've scribbled all kinds of shit on people.
Mate, I get people come in my studio, right? Shit, you know. And I'm like, oh hi, how you doing? You're right. I'm like, talking about the tattoo, and I'm like, oh, I've got any other tattoos? And they're like, yeah, this one you did for me like a couple of years ago. I was like, oh crap.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then after that it was Stellar Blade, Goddess of Victory. I'm guessing that's DLC. After that, Split Fiction, which we all know how excited I am for that.
Yep.
That's
Flying
a
on dragons. Yeah, that's
it's
cool.
it's a absolute must buy. And luckily, only one of us need to buy it, so I'll buy that. Don't you worry about it. And
Or we can just go halves on it.
that's nice. Yes, let's do that. But I want to insist on me buying the copy and having it on my Steam account because I also share it with others, and I'm a sharer. I like to yeah. So if I could actually buy it, I don't mind buying it outright just myself if you'd like. But if you want to go halves, great. But
I can donate. I can donate
e-
towards it.
either
It's fine.
or. But I am seriously looking forward to that. Then after that, Directive 8020, which looked really good. Now this is it's the story based game, isn't it? It's you're not actually doing an awful lot in it, but it looked really good. So the sci-fi graphics look great. Yeah, I think that could be quite good. It looked decent. That's out in October. Five
See,
Night
none of these are reminding me of
and
the
yeah,
game I saw yet.
no, and that's fair enough because it was underwhelming.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah.
Yeah, don't get excited about that. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not. I
Uh,
got excited because I remembered something that was on there.
remembered something. The Midnight Walk was after that, which is the Midnight Walk not is that the clay pot or am I thinking of something else? I could be thinking of
Oh, that might be the one. Yeah, the animation one, isn't
the
it? Where
animation one. Look very
yeah,
stylish. That might be it, but again, can't remember. After that,
with the people called Randy and Randy or something, wasn't it?
no,
Was
Randy
it
and Randy was for Borderlands. They were the
Was it?
developers for Borderlands. Yeah, they were very
Oh,
excited.
gee.
Um, Darwin's Paradox, pass, fuck knows. Warriors Abyss, blur. Abatic Factor, fuck knows. Onimushu 2 and Onimushu. Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater. I really hope this is a good upgrade. That I know it's a remaster. I know it's already been out, but August 28th, we finally got a date for it. So Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, I'm going to call it, but Delta, Snake Eater, August 28th. Looking forward to that. That's one I am looking forward to. Hell is Us, pass. Liza P DLC. Did you ever play Liza P? It's a Souls like in the Pinocchio world. It the Soulsy boys fucking love it, but it's not for me either. Dreams of Another, pass. Days Gone remastered. What's the point? Tides of
Literally
Annihilation.
no point.
Yeah, Tides of Annihilation. I can't remember it. Metal Eden. Mind up.
That rings a bell. Metal
Mind's.
Eden.
I can't. I see. I can't remember it. Mind's Eye, and then Saros. Now Saros is the Housemark game. It's coming out in 2026. I think that's going to be really good. It's
It
coming.
might be Metal Eden, that I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
I like the look of.
Okay.
I'd have to I'd have to see it again.
I will rewatch it
But
then. If that's ringing a bell, I will rewatch it. But yeah, overall, it is very underwhelming. Is one thing I'd say. Um,
disappointing.
yeah, it is disappointing. So, just for the last bit of our game section, I just wanted to highlight that we've got Avowed coming out on Tuesday, February 18th. Avowed on Game Pass, so you'll be able to get it. With your internet, you'll be able to download it in bloody 5 minutes. That's out on Tuesday. it's worth having a look. I've seen a few of the reviews, and I don't know if it's gonna hook me in, but I'm ready to play it on Tuesday, so I will be all over that.
The only thing that puts me off about that game is I do like games like that, but the only thing that puts me off is the whole. I'm not like a magic person. That makes sense.
You can have a sword or a
Like
bow and
the sort
arrow.
of
You
yeah, like
you've got
never seen
options.
Harry Potter. Doesn't interest me.
What I like about
Um,
it is it's not the most ginormous open world because people think that's what everyone's after, and they're not. I think they've had enough. I sort of roll my eyes when I see a ginormous map nowadays. But Avowed on Tuesday, it's worth having a look at the very least.
yeah,
That's Tuesday. Um, like a Dragon, February 21st. That's the mental pirates one. Is
right.
I don't know. So that's still the same week, isn't it? Is that Friday, 21st? So we've got the 18th and then the 21st.
I
So
think Avowed's a Tuesday, isn't it? So
so I'm gonna have to pick and choose
yeah,
there.
21st is Friday. Yeah,
I'm picking Avowed. I'm telling you that now. And then on the 28th of February, we've got Monster Hunter Wilds, which will be a ginormous open world. It's going to be like 100-hour game, I'm guessing.
hmm.
It's going to be massive. I'm going to be passing on that only because we all know Split Fiction is March 6th, and I'm all
Yeah.
in on that. So I
No
think
point getting into another game first.
no, I've got plenty to be playing now anyway. Back on Civilization. Um, I've got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and we've
Any
got
good?
mate, it is massive. It's so in depth. I can't really say a lot about it right now. I need to be playing so much more of it, but it is huge. Absolutely huge. It's crazy. I do spend a
That's
lot
what
of
she
my
said.
time. Yeah. I do fucking worst dad joke ever. You're happy yourself, aren't you? Like, yes, got it in. Love
Got
it.
that one. I'm gonna set up like a little bingo card in the corner of little phrases that I can say.
Yep, done. um, I do spend most of my time. I'll be like walking up a massive path, and then I'll just start looking around because I'm like, this just looks epic. It does look
Hmm.
epic, but it's a massive time sponge, and I want to be playing Avowed on Tuesday, so I think that is the plan
We need to
for
get
me.
some more. Say we need to get the It Takes Two, some more of that in as well.
Yes, and I'm up for that. Yeah, we'll definitely because that's just a quality game. So I'm up for that as well. I think that's it for. We could go into March. We've just snuck in Split Fiction for March, but I'm not going to talk about March games. Let's give it a few weeks, and then in another podcast we'll bring up what's coming out in March.
Yep.
Movies and TV. Now I already know you have not been watching an awful lot. Go on, let's go through yours.
Like you said, not a lot.
Brilliant.
It's been it's been one of those weeks where you come home from work and you've just not had time to do anything.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I mean, I think the only thing we've really watched this week is we started watching Little Britain again, but
Ah,
like classic, and it's just because I obviously it got
mate.
taken off Netflix,
I tell you
and
what,
we
if
found
you
out
got
it's on BBC iPlayer.
oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay, so you're back on it. We could Halloween costume. Have you got a wheelchair?
I mean, could make one.
Yeah, I mean, let's get a wheelchair. I think we've got an act. We could,
Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah, we've got a good fancy dress. Anyway,
yeah,
um,
yeah, I know.
yeah, no, that's my line. That's my
I
line.
like it.
Yeah, so you've been watching fuck all basically. Brilliant.
Yeah,
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 no,
it's been
that's
a good
good.
week. Not
So I'm just going to recommend stuff to you then. I'm going to talk about what I've watched, and you can fucking note them down and get them watched.
okay.
I have watched the first thing I got to say the finale to Beast Games was this week or last week.
Oh no! I watched an episode of Beast Games.
Oh, did you?
I have. I watched because um the kids were obviously like they hogged the TV and then they disappeared upstairs and it was on Amazon. I was like, Beast Games. So we were having dinner and I watched an episode, the train episode.
Oh yeah,
They're on the train track.
yeah.
That was brutal.
Oh, they're all brutal.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
episode, I'm like, well, how are they going to outdo what they did? And they find a way to do it.
Like the first three that went on the track as well. Like I was glad they flipping went out because one of the women on there, like she was turning everything into a race card, wasn't she? And just
Spoilers,
like,
spoilers, spoilers, spoilers.
oh, yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
yeah,
it is. It's absolutely gripping TV. If
yeah.
no one has watched this yet, I'm absolutely pleading to you. Turn Emmerdale off. You can sack Coronation Street off. Get get Amazon Prime on and watch Beast Games because it
If I'm
is.
going to be honest with you, mate, I don't think people that listen to like gaming podcasts are watching
No,
Emmerdale and
they're not. You're right.
Coronation Street,
They're
and
not. I know they're not. Or if they are, they've got a Switch or a Steam Deck in their hand as their missus watching that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no Christ, yeah, I can't believe he done that. Oh yeah."
oh, I might have to dust off the old Sinclair Z8180.
But yeah, Beast Games. Oh,
Yep.
I'll bang that series. Brilliant. I went to go watch that, not thinking much. I was like, oh, is this going to be any good? Christ's sake! I watched the first episode and that was it. I was strapped right
Mate, there is money thrown at that series, like that TV program in
in.
there.
I'd
Like
hate to think
serious money.
they broke quite a lot of world records. I can't
I'm not
list them
flipping
off, but
surprised.
yeah, it was crazy. So I watched the finale of that. It totally blew my mind. Great show, absolutely great show. Go get it watched. I found out the missus had never seen Saving Private Ryan before, so we watched that as well last week. I've watched a lot.
I'm sorry. You broke up a little bit. Then you
The
said she's never watched what?
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan. I couldn't believe it either. I was just like, that is like the because she's into like she likes war films and stuff like that. And I was like, you've seen Saving Private Ryan? No, never seen it. I'm like, oh my god, okay, we're gonna watch
But
it.
she's watched it now, right?
Yeah. She thought it was
What's
brilliant.
the TV series that was really good as well?
Band of Brothers. She loves all that.
Yes.
She loves Band of Brothers. She is it the Pacific? She loves all of it.
Yep.
And I'm like, how have you not seen Saving Private Ryan? It's literally
The thing is, you watch Saving Private Ryan now, and you see so many actors in it, like
yeah,
a young Vin Diesel and stuff like
yeah,
that, and
yeah,
it's just yeah.
quality. So we watched that, which was great. And then cinema wise, making the use of my pass. I'm just going on to my wallet just to see what I have seen because
Ooh, steady on.
I got a mind. I got a mind like a sieve. Right. So first up, oh yeah, that was it. Fucking hell. I went to go see Captain America, mate.
Blacked in America.
Yeah, yeah. It's not great. It's
Go
not
on, tell me how
great.
good it was.
Well, I think after when I got out of there, I think I gave it a 3 out of 10. That might have been a bit hasty. It's not a 3 out of 10, but it ain't above a five.
Right.
I think let's go down the middle and give it a four. It was just a bit of a mess, and I think
Do you know the last couple of ones? I like Doctor Strange. I think was too much. There was too much in one. They could have put that into like two films and split it. Like
yeah.
Spider-Man: No Way Home. They could have split that into two films, and they seem to be cramming so much into one film now that you walk out of the cinema almost confused of what's just happened. Like,
So this one, it felt as if because there's sort of like these Marvel films, they've got structures to them. That the bad guy kind of presents them. The hero gets introduced. The bad guy presents themselves. There's a oh my god, how are we going to solve this incredible crisis? Get a plan together, execute. Happy days. This was really weird the way it was put together. That one thing I'd say is the trailers. I'm not going to talk about it because the trailers spoil the whole thing. Basically, they showed off the grand finale. I think it's even in the posters as well. And the thing I
mm,
would say is that if that wasn't in the trailer would have nothing to show. It was the
right.
rest of the, it was a real struggle the rest of the show, and yeah, it was just it was just it wasn't funny. Marvel films had a great mix of action packed but with some humor to it. And it wasn't funny.
Yep.
I didn't laugh once. Um, yeah, they had what's the actor's name? The guy who played the bad guy in Breaking Bad. You know the guy. Have you seen? Please tell me you've seen
Which
Breaking
one?
Bad. The
Which
Chicken
one?
Man, Chicken Shop Man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
Top actor, absolutely brilliant. And I feel like
He's been in quite. He's been in quite a few things. There's a TV series that we watched recent couple of weeks ago, and he was in that as well. As he was playing as a similar sort of character.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it was one of the Harlan Coben series.
It okay. It wasn't Better Call Saul, was it? Because I hate to tell you this, it was the same
No,
character. No, all right, just checking, just checking.
no,
Um,
no, because
I
Better Call Saul's without going down that route is a white guy. You're talking about a coloured guy, so
yeah, I know, but that
I know the difference, mate.
yeah, but that guy is in that show.
No, but I do know what you mean.
Yeah. Um, one thing that did happen at the cinema, in fact, it was the only thing that made me laugh when I was there, was we sat down. We got there nice and early because you know what parking in Bournemouth's like. It's a pain in the tits. So we got there nice
Oh,
and early.
it's amazing.
No, not having it. Um, sat down, and we weren't the back row, but we were one just in front of the back row. And there were people sat at the back row, and then this two people, middle-aged couple, come walking in up to the top. Ooh, oh, I'm afraid we're seat 18 and 17 and 18. You're in our seat. And they're like, no, I'm pretty sure we're in the right seat. Like, oh no, our seats are definitely 17 and 18. And then they sort of like they check their thing and like, no, we're definitely 17 and 18. And then they got their phone like, no, look, we are definitely 17 and 18. And then I heard the couple that had walked in, the woman went quiet and then went, Steve, this says Thursday. So they turned up to the cinema on the wrong day, and it turned out to be the wrong film because they were like, oh, and because the people sat down and went, oh yeah, this is for Captain America, yeah, like, oh no, we want to watch Bridget Jones. So yeah,
Oh, Get Out. Come
that
back Thursday. Go on.
that made me laugh. That made me laugh quite a lot. Um, yeah, you don't see that all that often. I can't believe the cinema.
Or you see it as a husband in the background going, "Oh, thank fuck for that.
Fuck's
I
sake.
have to sit through it yet."
Or he's like, she fucking done this last week. What the, total nightmare. So yeah, that was my Captain America. I'd give it a pass, to be honest. It felt as if that film could have gone straight to Disney Plus.
I will watch it, but like you say, when it's on Disney Plus,
Disney Plus it,
it's yeah.
because it ain't. It's not. I'd be seriously pissed if I spent money to go watch it. I'm glad I've got me what's it. So the following day, from that was Friday, Saturday, I'm back at the cinema. I went to go watch a film called Heart Eyes.
Right.
It
Not
is.
even heard of it.
It's really good. It's actually really good. It's a slasher flick, but it's not a slasher flick. It is a romantic comedy. It's about a killer. It's about a killer who kills on Valentine's Day, but it's more about these two people that meet and essentially throughout the movie fall in love. It is a romantic comedy based in a slasher flick, and it's brilliant. It doesn't take itself too seriously. I would normally say I reckon the film's a 6 out of 10, but because of the humor in it, and I think it's for me, it's a 7 out of 10. It's a really good watch. Um, you know, sometimes when you watch a romantic comedy and it's just it's really cringeworthy, and you just sat there and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh God, I wish someone had just come along, cut their fucking head off." Job done. It's all in
I mean,
it.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't tend to watch many rom coms. So
Well, I've seen a few, and some of them are crap. And this is the antidote to that. It's really good fun. It's a really good fun film. I really hope that this is an annual thing. They could do this every year. Valentine's Day comes around. Watch Heart Eyes 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it going. Really good watch. So we watched that.
I'll keep an eye out for that then.
Yeah,
The,
it's
give it a
good.
watch.
It's honestly really good, really good watch. Um, Today, again, watching more movies, getting through these movies, we watched a film called The Gorge. Gorge, I think. It is about, I'm pretty sure it's the Gorge. Again, people rolling their eyes. Fuck them. I don't care. Um, it's about two snipers, and they've got, there's a canyon, a gorge, um, and you can't see in it. It's like all foggy, and there are two towers either side. You can't get across. Um, Two massive towers, and they've got two snipers that they don't know each other, but they're there for a year to guard this gorge, and it's basically they've got to stop these monsters from escaping this
Oh,
area.
so they're on the same side then.
Well, no, one's on the east side and one's on the west side. So American, Russia,
East side is the best. Yep.
yeah, American, Russian. This is the Ali G show this week, isn't it?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. So one sort of, imagine Russian East. I think she was from Latvia or something, or Lithuania. I don't know. Foreign England.
Yep.
Brexit, not Brexit.
Got ya.
Two snipers. They can't communicate with the outside world, and they can't communicate with each other. They're not allowed to. But then,
Right.
inevitably, they start to communicate with each other with binoculars and a writing pad, sort of thing. Really good start to the film. Really good. The first half was,
I don't like the way you started with then a really good start to the film.
yeah, yeah. I was absolutely all in for the first half of the film. The second half, it drops in quality a little bit. Gets it gets very action packed, which people love it. I just
Doesn't
thought,
sound like there's much you can do with two snipers in towers guarding a
yeah.
gorge.
So the first half of the film, there was very little dialogue, and actually the dialogue there was probably is a bit naff. But the
Hmm.
whole premise of it and that whole first half was great. It really was great, and then it teetered off a bit. Overall, it's worth watching. The Gorge. It's on Apple. Yeah, Apple Plus, Apple TV Plus, whatever they call it. I feel as if this deserved to be out of the cinema more than Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel,
Captain America.
Captain
Captain
America.
America.
That, yeah, a Wings boy.
Don't get me started on Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's another problem we'll talk about in the future because I think that's coming out again. Um, yeah, I feel as if that deserved to be at the cinema more so than Captain America. So it's good. It's better than Captain America.
Right.
But yeah, so that is what I've been. That's what I've been watching this week. So
Nice. Busy week at cinema then.
it has been a busy week. So I strongly recommend Heart Eyes and Beast Games. They're the two. Get them watched. Really good.
Yeah, I must finish Beast Games. Are
Yeah.
they all the episodes on there now?
Mate, they're all on there. Oh yeah,
Right.
I'd watch it
I
from
think
the start.
I think there's
mate.
only like four more episodes to watch. I think for me.
Yeah. Okay.
But, yeah.
Great. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You'll be edge of your seat. It's amazing. Right. So you're wearing your scabby top. We're going to talk about the
I
football.
see you drinking out of your
Oh,
empty
yeah.
glass.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I've got a cup.
Oh, look.
Hey. Hey.
It's empty as well.
Yeah. At least I got one to hand. Hey.
Oh yeah.
So it's been a pretty good week for both of us.
It's been alright, isn't it?
You've had
We've done a whole week and we won.
I know. Yeah. Well done. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you have played the annual El Crapico,
Yeah.
and come off as the winners. Happy days. So now you're level with points with Everton now.
Yeah, it's three times this week. We've three times this season we beat them now. So
No, good. Yeah, no, happy days.
yeah.
Arsenal have solved their striker issues with
Yep.
the
Yep.
greatest striker in Premier League history, Mikel Merino. Who'd have thought it? I would like to say I actually said to someone, and I've got the message on my phone. As soon as the Havertz injury happened, I said Mikel Moreno up front. I'm telling you now, and that's exactly what's happened. Not only did it happen, he scores 2 goals. Love it, absolutely love it. Um,
It's like I said to you the other day, wasn't it? Because Arsenal have just obviously done their Dubai retreat,
yeah, oh yeah,
and every year they go to Dubai and it solves their problems. And once again this year they've gone to Dubai and solved their problems because it's come back with Kai Havertz injured.
yeah. No, well,
So
I got to say, look, I don't know if you watched that game, the Leicester game, but
no, I
that
tried to, but my football thing wasn't working at work.
okay,
So
that first half was painful, absolutely bloody painful. It was an awful first half. Raheem Sterling, I can't. I said this in our Discord chat. I can't go the rest of the season watching Raheem Sterling trot up, cut in, and then trot back. And not cut in with a cross. I mean, stop. Don't go past the first man. For our audio listeners, Rich is doing a top-notch impression of Raheem Sterling. Check it out on the YouTube and comment and subscribe. Subscribe. I'll get that in
yeah,
there.
don't you? Hey, the subscribers has gone up quite a few this week.
Has it? Oh, well, we got to say it a bit more then. I can't
Yeah,
make sure when we get Shah on, low cut top, and we'll just be like, oh, blimey, feed a crutch for that,
mate.
and then
Yeah,
watch YouTube rocket.
yeah,
We know what our
yeah,
listeners want. We know.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
Get the
So
camera facing like more like sort of central, sort of higher up,
that's a good
and she'd be
point.
like, "Oh, why is the camera up there?"
Yeah. But it can't see my face. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's fine. Um, I don't normally bother with a thumbnail, but I will make an effort when she's on. Um, so yeah, good week. Raheem Sterling. Yeah, I can't go a season without watching him, and he got subbed. Marino came on. Trossard went back over to the left, and Marino done a job. So I think that he's found his front three. Sterling's
Yep,
still on the bench. He was awful anyway. But Wanyeri, I mean, he 17. He might be 18 now. I think he's still 17 for another couple of weeks. He's something else. That
yeah,
boy is a serious talent, absolute class. Um, I, I've actually I've got a works fantasy team, the fantasy Premier League thing.
yep,
Um, I've just for the next week, I've chucked him in. He was that good. I was like, he has to play every game, even if Saka comes
yep,
back. Put him in the middle somewhere because we
yeah.
can't afford not to have that sort of talent.
That's the problem we've got now. Like, because obviously you doggy had some minutes today because he's getting back now,
Yeah,
but his replacement, Jed Spence, has been on fire, mate. He has been trying to prove he got another man of the match today.
yeah,
Like, I think that's his third one in the last couple of weeks. Like, he has been putting in some performances, and I think it's going to be a shame just to drop him um, and put your doggy back in. I mean, if it was me, I'd maybe, if your doggy's getting back to full fitness, put Spence on the right hand side. Give Porro a rest because he's another one that has put all the minutes in and not really stopped.
yeah, yeah.
But
I I think there is a problem in the Premier League with there are a lot of teams that have been ravaged by injuries. Now Arsenal have got it. Spurs have had it for
well,
for most of the season. You're
funny you
seeing
should talk about this actually because Ruben Amaron after the game today, because apparently Man United have got about 10 players, first team players out now.
yeah,
Their whole bench was 16 to 18-year-olds, apart from Lindelof,
yeah,
right? After the game, he was giving it the whole, well, I've got all these injuries. What do you expect me to do now? I've got all these injuries because he's had like 7 injuries this week.
yeah.
He goes, "What do you expect me? Do you expect me to win?" Like, and it's sort of like you're making an excuse, like saying
Could have done with Rashford now.
it, well, it's the way he was wording it, and it's like you're wording it like that when you've just played against Tottenham that have done that for the last 2-3 months.
Yeah,
You've had one game where you've not had all these players, and you're using that like, and Tottenham have done it for 2-3 months now.
yeah,
Yet people have turned around. This is what I don't get. I don't get the whole like agenda against Ange from Sky because Amron's like doing exactly the same. He's sticking to his own tactics, the way he wants to play. He's doing pretty much
Yeah,
everything, but he's
and
not getting as much stick as Andrew's been getting.
he's lost a lot of games as well. Have you seen how many? I think he's played 12 and
8
lost
out of
eight.
14, I think.
Was it
8
8
out of
out
the
of
last.
14? Shocking.
Yeah.
That's really bad. Um, yeah, but I do think with that they are now. People kept on talking. Oh, are they playing? They're playing too much football. They're playing too much football. Um, I think I think we're seeing the effects of that now. I kind that what they will have to eventually do is change the PSR rules so they can buy a few more players and change the squad size. I think.
Yeah, I mean, the annoying thing is like all these games because like you've got teams like City, and all that who are playing the extra Champions League games,
Mm,
and we've got international break soon, haven't we?
yeah, it's coming up.
Sure, we have.
Yeah, it's not long. I think the announcements come
What
out in a couple of weeks. It's
is it?
March.
Is it nation? What's the point of these international break?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. No one's ever
I'll tell you one thing
interested.
though, Romero will be fucking fit for it, won't he?
Straight on the plane. Oh,
Yeah.
bit of sun.
Fucking.
Fucking love it.
Oh, actually, my thigh feels a bit better now. Actually, coach, I might go pop off to Argentina for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Get some minutes in.
get some minutes in. Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
My fantasy team this week. So I'm still top of my works fantasy team, which is very nice.
for sure.
And I got 70 points so far, and I've still got a few players to play, which is
None
not
of
bad.
this means anything to me.
Oh, sorry. Well, you're gonna have to get into it because oh, 71 points. I've got 71 points. I don't know if you're able to see. I don't know if it's gonna show up.
So how many points are you ahead at the top then?
Oh, at the top. Let's have a quick
Who's the
little
next
look.
person
See
below you?
the next. Well, I'm not gonna name. I'm not gonna name and shame. I think it's yeah. It's the guy who sits in my office with me. So we're very smug at work because we're like, oh yeah, mate.
How many points is he on?
So he's on 1,442 and I'm on 1,625.
Ah,
So I'm a bit I'm nearly 200 points ahead.
yeah. We don't. You don't want to get cocky though, because your points ahead. Because it might not stay like that. You know what I mean?
Mate, I'm just used to being points
I mean,
mind the gap and all that. I'm saying
just be careful because you could be ahead for the whole season, and then at the last minute, the last 7% of the season, you could just lose it. And
I
um,
funnily enough, I am a bit worried I'm going to do that. Genuinely worried that is going to end up
you're
happening
gonna be
because I've been
you don't
top.
want to turn RC, do you?
I've been top. I've been top all season, and there is now something ingrained in my DNA of I'm going to bottle it the last 5 games. I know I am. So
When you get that 93% of the season gone,
yeah,
that's it.
and then capitulate. I am worried about that. I can't lie. So the reason I'm showing you and saying you need to get into Fantasy Premier League because when the season's over and we're getting ready for the new season, I'm going to create a rage quit league that we're all
Yeah.
going to get involved in, going to get the listeners involved. Anyone that, yeah, not everyone's into football and people have probably switched off. They've had their gaming and TV fix, and not everyone's into football. I understand that. But for anyone that is into their football and they want to take me on, because I'm feeling this is my first year ever doing it as well, and I've smashed them,
Oh, look,
which I'm loving.
anyone who is still watching during the football thing, it's just you can tell he's an Arsenal fan now because he's getting cocky, and he
Yeah,
like
my shoulders are
listen to
going a
him.
little bit. Look,
Listen.
we're going to get involved. We're going to create a league and get. I think it would be good. It'd be good fun. So that's what I'm going to create it as soon as the season's over. So just let me know in the comments that you're interested and you want to get involved, and I'll make sure the link is out there for people to join because I think it'd be really good. So we're going to do that for sure. Apart from
Going back to
football,
the foot. Oh, I was gonna say going back to the football. There was a result this weekend that I was not fucking expecting,
go
and
on.
that was the Man City Newcastle result.
Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, that was a
I
battering.
generally thought Newcastle were gonna batter them,
Yeah,
and I checked the score at half time and it was 3-0 to City. I was like, what the fuck?
yeah.
That was
When's the cup? They're in the cup final soon, aren't they? That's like
I mean March, yeah, mid March sometime, wasn't it? Like 15.
yeah.
It's usually around about mid March, 15th or something like that.
Yeah, let's hope that's just the one and only wobble. But
I
yeah,
would rather Liverpool win the Carabao Cup, though.
really.
Yeah,
Okay.
just because Newcastle got a longer goal drought, trophy drought than Spurs, and I don't want Newcastle fans having that on us. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, fair
That
enough.
pissed me off though, because like with Liverpool, obviously like every trophy you want to win, but with Liverpool they're mainly going for the Champions League and the Premier League, aren't they?
Mm.
Why put out a strong team in the Carabao Cup, which everyone says isn't really worth it, and then put out a weak team in the flipping FA Cup?
Well, they're playing Plymouth, and they thought we couldn't possibly get knocked out by Plymouth. You know,
Well,
they're a struggling Championship side. I think they're getting relegated, aren't they? Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't want. I never had a problem. I genuinely never had a problem with Liverpool until I worked at where I work, and the Liverpool fans there. They'll be in my office Monday morning to go through the football, and
they moan, didn't they, Liverpool fans?
well,
They just moan.
well, in fairness, I get a lot of stick. I get a lot of stick for moaning, and I wrote mainly about the referees. I moan about the referees a lot, but then when you got people like Michael Oliver doing what they do, I moaned about him for I think it was about 3 days. I was still moaning about him. I've just about gotten over it again, but honestly, I haven't gotten over when he managed
The ball in
us.
the Carabao Cup.
No, no, no. It was not that. No, I have not got over when he double yellow card Martinelli because you've never seen that since, and you'll never
Right.
see it ever again. It's something that he made up on the spot. Oh, you done a foul there, and then you did a foul there straight after it. That's the yellow for the first one. That's the yellow for the second one. Get off. Can't be allowed, and they've never done it since. I never got
Why
over
can't it be
that.
allowed? If he's done two separate fouls, that's two separate occasions, isn't it?
Yeah, but how does he know? He was never cautioned for the first one. So if he
Yeah,
was
but how
cautioned,
much
he
time was
made
there between the first one and the second one?
make seconds.
Exactly. There's not enough time to caution him, then, is it? So when this game stopped, that's when he can
Mate,
caution him for the first one and say
mate.
yellow card,
I'm
and the
not
second
having
one
you.
yellow
I'm
card.
I'm not having you in your fucking
No,
Spurs top
I'm not. No, I'm
backing
not
up.
thinking from a
Oh
Spurs.
no, not
I'm not
having
thinking
it.
from a Spurs
Michael
directive. I'm speaking
Oliver
of it from.
is a fucking
You've
wrongin.
just said your excuse, right, is he didn't caution him for the first one. But there clearly wasn't time, was there? You've just said yourself there was seconds between them. So he's done the first foul. He's maybe thought, we'll see where this game goes, like most referees do.
I
He's
am
done it
no.
again. So
I'm not having. I'm not listening to you in your fucking Spurs top justifying a Michael Oliver cock up. He's a
yeah, but it's
prick.
just, you're just being like Arteta, just making up excuses, aren't you?
Shut up. Excuses. Right. Fucking. I've had enough. I've had enough. I got the Anyway, I don't know if you have you looked
Oh,
at the table.
the grass is different to ours at our home.
Look,
Oh, the
don't
ball's different.
don't get me wrong. Yeah, the
Oh,
ball, the different ball thing is
the
a joke.
sun was at a slightly different
Here
angle
we go.
today, which was really affecting me. Look at my players and
At
like
least my manager looks the press conference people in the eyes instead of yours looking at his cock the whole time.
it comes out with bullshit.
Who are you talking about?
Your manager looks him in the eyes whilst he's coming out with all this shit.
Anyway, um, right,
You
and that,
you keep repeatedly saying you like Ange, so
I do. And I sent you that thing, didn't I? When they said, "Oh, it's been a good week." He's like, "Yeah, we haven't played. We haven't
yeah,
played."
we haven't lost because we
Yeah,
haven't played.
yeah. I love that. I would be gutted if they did sack him. Oh, that was something I was going to talk to you about just before. Right, Pochettino has been playing golf with some of the Spurs bigwigs. Have you seen this?
Yeah, but he's also been playing with Ndombele.
Oh, is he? Anyway,
Yeah.
I hypothetical. I'm going into hypothetical land.
There has been rumors flowing around that if Ange got sacked, Pochettino is ready to up
Yeah.
and leave his USA job and jump back in.
Okay. So I'm giving it right now. Sack Big Ange and get Poch back. Would you do it?
It's a tricky one, isn't it? The
It's a
thing
good
is,
one.
like, no matter what, it's not so much who's in charge. It's the problem at Spurs is each
Mate, there's a lot of
manager.
problems. Oh, did you see
Yeah,
that
there is a lot of problems.
there was protests as well, wasn't there? They were protesting
Yeah,
Levy out.
that's been planning for ages. Like I've been at games, um, and you're stood there, and all the fans around you are shouting "Levy out" and all this sort of thing. Um,
At the Aston Villa
it's
FA Cup game, they were singing it after 15 minutes.
yeah, they sing it every game. There's a little chant they do with Daniel Levy and Kulichevsky, and they sing that. Um, like we don't care about Levy, he don't care about me. All we care about is Kulichevsky,
Yeah, okay.
and that's going all the time. But like, I get the whole argument of like, Ange just spent 400 million while since he's been there. Has he spent 400 million, or has Daniel Levy? We all know Levy is the type of chairman who likes to buy young players and sell them on for profit.
Mm.
And you look at all these players he's brought, like Bergvale, Gray, he's got Spence,
Kinkski.
Kinksky, all this sort of thing. And are they Ange players or are they Daniel Levy players?
Mm, I know what you
I mean,
mean.
Poch's downfall was he didn't get backed. He turned around. He said before the Champions League final, this squad needs refreshing. It didn't get done because Daniel Levy didn't see it as the squad needed refreshing. He saw it as we've done all right with the squad you've got, so why not keep doing it?
This is the thing. I
It's,
think as long as they're getting Beyonce there in the summer, I think they're quite happy.
yeah, I mean, does she know she's playing up front or?
You got that Tell fella. What do you think of him? He's brand new. Obviously, let's give him a chance, a bit of bedding in. But what do you think?
Yeah, I understand. Like, you'll give him a chance, and he needs to bed in. I didn't really know much about him at Bayern. I know he didn't get much game time because the King obviously has his spot up front at Bayern. Um, but like, it annoyed me today. Like every single pass, he seemed to. I know they've got to bed in. You got to give them time and all this sort of thing.
Not everyone could be
Um,
Mikel Moreno, in fairness, but carry on.
fucking hell. A lot of his passes, he passes straight back to United players.
Yeah.
To the point I actually thought today, like, does he know he's playing for Spurs and not United, right?
Give him some time.
But no, there was again, but yeah, there was flashes where he was really good as well. Like, but it was also nice today to see a subs bench which had the likes of Kingsley on it, Udogi, Basuma, Sarr, Johnson, Gray was on it. So and even Wilson Odobert was back at the bench on the
Oh,
bench
sorry.
today.
Did you know? I didn't even spot that because I didn't watch. I only watched a few clips and I switching on and off because I've been doing other things. But so Archie Gray has been benched now
No, well, he obviously got Poro Danso now,
because
Davies. The thing is, you got to think Archie Gray's 18.
no, I
He's
know, but
played he's played every single game for the last 2 months.
and he's been good. He's actually been
Yeah,
really good. So I
but
think it's a
players
bit.
do need a rest.
Yeah, I suppose so. I do suppose so, but he's a bit of a kick in the teeth, isn't it? He's done so well, and now he's been.
This is what I'm worried about. Like when the whole because Udogi come on, I think it's like the last 15 minutes,
Mm,
and I'm worried because there's a few things Andrew said before about Udogi when he's back and all this sort of thing, and I don't want to see Spence sidelined.
yeah.
Like Spence has put in, like he's been probably one or two players in the last 4 or 5 games has showed that he wants to fucking win.
Mm.
And it'll be a shame for him to. It is almost a kick in the bollocks as well, isn't it? Like, oh, thanks for your time whilst he's been injured, but now you're back on the bench.
This is the thing. It's all well and good to have strength and depth, but when it comes to sort of your back four, back five, however you want to play it, you do want to keep with those same players. You do.
Yeah,
You really do. More so, I think the attack.
Vicario pulled off some good saves today as well. First game back.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I suppose it's just nice to not see Kinksky in goal because he's been calamitous the times I've seen him.
but then against Liverpool, he's fucking phenomenal in the first
I know
blooming
you said
Carabao
that.
Cup, this
I
debut.
I remember you saying that when I went round to yours for the North London derby. So then we sat down and then you were like, "What the what's he doing? what the fuck's going on? What the fuck is this? But yeah,
Oh,
each time I've seen him, there's been some really iffy moments. Villa in the FA Cup, I was watching him. In fairness, I think I dug him out, and then he did pull off a really good save, but it doesn't stop him from being really awkward.
again, you remember he's 21, so inexperienced Premier League, and
I
yeah.
suppose so, but sometimes do you want a 20? Do you ever want a 21-year-old goalkeeper? Ever? I don't think you do with a goalkeeper.
Thing is, they tend to be in their prime between around about the 34, 35 mark, don't they? His
Except
age
when they're
and
fully experienced, yeah. I
yeah,
don't think you want, you don't want a keeper less than 23 is probably they should be in the youth development
yeah,
when it comes to
yeah.
goalkeepers. Um, but yeah, okay. So, well, we've talked about football. I think time to sort of wrap it up. But episode 2 in the bag, Rich.
Yep, done.
Nice one. That's good. Good,
And
mate.
I should actually have some time this week to do a bit more. You have to give me a list of some TV programs as well that I can watch that
Oh,
you've been
mate,
watching.
I'll give you a
And then
list. Yeah, don't.
also, obviously, the people that have made it this far through the podcast are going to comment
Oh,
down
beautiful,
below, and
beautiful.
they're
Well
going to
done. Oh, yes,
game recommendations
mate.
and TV series recommendations and stuff for us to get our teeth
Guys,
into.
yeah, so
So
everyone commenting on the first one said, "Oh, Rich seems like a fucking natural." Yep, look at this. Comment, subscribe, follow to all of our
also, what we need is we need little things banner across the bottom that
yeah,
scrolls
mate.
across, just
Steady on.
showing off both our Twitch names as
Yeah,
well. You know,
you're not the fucker editing this, all right? Fucking give it all that. Let's just hope I can get this, back onto YouTube. I can remember what I did the first time.
all you need at the end is a little page. Like I can do it for you, just a blank screen, black screen with link like just the YouTube channel at the top, and then have both our Twitch names on it. And
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe we should do something like that. That's a good shout.
yeah,
I tell you, so
yeah,
everyone, please,
know where the fucking brains is, can't we?
like, follow, share the podcast. Rich, that includes you.
Subscribe,
Subscribe.
subscribe.
You share it, you bugger. We need to. You've got some. You've actually got some. You've got actual followers. How many followers have you got on your
On what?
socials?
Yeah, but that's different though, isn't it? Like my Facebook and my Instagram is to do my work, so I can't really start
Yeah.
bombarding.
No, it's a fair point.
Um,
That's a fair point.
um, TikTok is a weird one. Like it's one of those platforms. It doesn't matter. Like you can have loads of followers. You don't stuff doesn't get seen anyway. Like it's just
But out of interest, how many followers have you got on your socials? Just because it fucking
all
blows.
together or separately.
Go together if you want. I don't know.
If you add it all up, like face with work, Facebook and work Instagram, that's about 380,000.
Woohoo!
And then the gaming side of it, my TikTok, I've got
5.
um, 9,000, 9,500.
That's pretty
TikTok.
good. Yeah, you did get that quite a lot of that from your Harry Kane picture, though, didn't you?
About 2,000 of them, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's still you've grown quite a lot on TikTok just through
Yeah.
streaming on that through the gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did show that photo. I put it on one of the Discord, and yeah, I think people were really impressed. So anyone, do you know what? I'll put it on I'll put it on my Twitter as well. That photo. Everyone, go have a look at Rich's Rich Knight. It'll be R13CH would be my guess tattoo. Go check out his artwork because I got it on my leg, so there's no better advertisement than the stuff I've got there. Go check it out. He said he'd give me 15% cut if we get a podcast listener. He's shaking his head no. For all the audio listeners, he does not look impressed. Genuinely, I would love to dig him out for pretty much anything he does, but his artwork blows my mind every time I see it. He does color, he does black and white. He specializes in, Marvel color, realism. It's brilliant. Go check it out. It'll blow your mind. And if you want a tattoo, he's the guy. He's the guy to go to. Right, that's the
Thank
last
you,
plug.
man.
That's the last fucking plug you'll ever get from
Yeah.
me, motherfucker.
Thank you, man.
No,
Appreciate it.
but in all honesty, I think a lot of your artwork, and it is brilliant.
Yeah. Even if I do face you towards Harry Kane and Son pictures,
Yeah, no, yeah,
you're in.
fuck it,
And
makes me want to vomit.
I did say I'm going to do an Arsenal one. And
What
then,
the drawing? Yeah,
yeah,
you were struggling though, weren't you? Because with Spurs, like, oh, you need to pick a Spurs legend. Okay, you pick Harry Kane, fine. But you genuinely did struggle with an Arsenal legend just because there are so many. I do think
yeah.
I do think
Like,
Sol Campbell. Um, but I think Thierry Henry. You didn't want anyone with hair, if I remember rightly, just because it's a pain in the tits, wasn't it?
it's just, it doesn't really matter.
Uh, or
It's sort of like joking around.
yeah,
Um, but like, yeah, you got like Burkamp, Henry, like even Ian Wright, like stuff like
Ian
that.
Wright,
Like,
dude. Yeah,
it's, Ian Wright was the one I was more inclined to do because it's all obviously when you're doing artwork stuff, you want to be seen. You know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
say, Harry Kane physically saw my drawing and signed it.
yeah. It's pretty cool.
Like
That is
his
pretty
agents,
cool.
his agency messaged me asking me to send it in to get him to sign it and stuff like that. And I know Ian Wright's one of those people. Like, yes, he's an Arsenal fan, but like if it was like if he knew I was a Tottenham fan, but I'd done a drawing of him, he'd still shout out. Like he generally likes stuff like that and
Yeah,
will go out of his way. He sees stuff and
mate.
yeah,
He's just a good all round good bloke, all round good
yeah,
guy. Ian Wright. You can't
yeah,
not like him. Yeah, right. So thank you everyone for listening. We are hour and a half shows. It's probably a sweet spot for us, isn't it? I
yeah,
think for
yeah.
just the two of us, that works quite nicely. To all of the listeners worldwide, because we're getting an ego
We've gone
now.
global.
We've gone global. Fucking hell. Thank you very much. And
That's why I put this on for all those South Korean fans. See.
yeah,